And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you the game of the week. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. He's able to carry that momentum over to today. We're in for a show on MLB The Show.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about to get started. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Corbin Burnes. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
0 and 2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one missed.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
And the pitch. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Cut on and lifted in the air, and it falls.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Next for Cincinnati, Julio Franco. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Burnes, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a curve, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. And it's even up.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, but kept close.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Liner caught at second. Here's the lineup for the Reds. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Next to hit, Bill Madlock. Looking for his first big league hit right here. Burnes with a move to first.
Hey.
And he's back in safely. And the first offering is not close. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw safe. Singy, the best way to catch this guy might be on replay.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the only way to catch him, Boog. I mean, you see that sprint speed on StatCast right there. It's elite and just makes it very tough on the defense. A lot of pressure on those players.
To the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. So the go-ahead run in scoring position, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Seiya Suzuki. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
0-1's the count.
Fouled off. He was late. And ball 1.
1 ball,
2 outs with a runner at third. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Out towards right center field. Under it. Makes the grab. And that'll do it. So 1 left for Cincinnati. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at American Family Field. And on the hill in this one, early win. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Singy.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Buck O'Neil, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And that skips in the dirt.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Left field, Suzuki has a beat on it. Squeezes it. 1 away. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
Line drive. And there's a hit. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Cal Ripken Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. In the dirt, nothing happening on the bases, though. Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. 2 on, 1 out. That one missed. Now 3-0.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 3-2. This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone. He powers that one out of here. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
I'm excited to see that one again, but with the StatCast data, because that was a bomb. Oh, says he drove it out of here at 115 miles an hour.
I think I heard the ball screaming on its way out. That's some serious exit velo. Pretty elite, and he caught it just right to get it up in the air as well.
Now it's the rookie first baseman. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Outside corner, got him looking. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Harold Baines will hit next. That's a little bit low.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. We head to the second in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back here in Milwaukee, and here is Johnny Damon.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Burns back to work. That one down the line. Throws to first and quickly one away in the second.
At 6, the center fielder, Carlos Beltran.
And now the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. Maybe not an elite level switch hitter, but still a guy. Some contact and just success as a hitter from both sides of the plate. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, he doesn't get too big with the swing. He knows how to hit behind runners, and those are guys that can just smell that RBI. So when you're talking about a consistent player like this that can give you good at-bats from each side of the plate, that's the guy that you're going to see many times coming up big.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Barry Larkin, the next to hit for the Reds. 2 hits and 4 at-bats during yesterday's ball game. There's a strike. Right side. Baines makes the catch, inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Brewers 3 and the Reds nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Up now for Milwaukee, number 67. And first offering is fouled off. It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Logan O'Hoppe. And that's in the dirt.
No strikes.
Pitch is in the dirt. 2-0.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And he chases that one below the zone. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Gassed it right by him. 2 down, bases empty. Next to hit, Corbin Burns. And first offering is fouled off. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1. Stays alive. Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
And they'll do it again. In the air, left field. Suzuki has a beat on it. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. And we're back onto the third inning. And now here is Bob Boone. It's amazing. We get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
And that is in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Then there's one down.
Batting up, the pitcher,
Early win. Digs in now. This to center field on his way over. Nice grab on the run. And there are two down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Suzuki stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. That's in there, and now it's even 1-1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
2 outs. Now a fly ball to right center. On the move. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here at American Family Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Buck O'Neil digging in now.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
O'Neil gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Outside, that's a ball.
In the dirt, blocked. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Now the left fielder, Billy Williams. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Ball one, no strike.
In the dirt. Williams, over 2,500 hits in his career. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Throw to second. Save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Man at second. Fastball for a strike. And a foul ball. Fly ball down the line. Smith sizing this one up. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
now batting, the shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Next for the Brewers, Cal Ripken Jr. He's already homered here in this one. Late swing fouled off. And the slider just misses. Two outs and a runner at third here in the last half of the third. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they lead at 3-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Time called. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
O'Neill fields it. Fires across the diamond. One up, one down.
So he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
In now for the Reds, Bill Madlock.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
The 0-1. Way inside, gets out of the way. 1 out, base is empty. This one in the air. Ripken under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Suzuki stands in now and watches strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Two down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Nothing doing for the offense that time. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Brewers 3 and the Reds nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 23.
Fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way, and it's gone. A massive home run. His second of the year, and they add on. It's 4-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Harold Baines up now for the Brewers. Grounded out his first time up. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Just missed. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Number 67 takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Damon puts it away for the out. 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Ohapi in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there.
1-1.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
A little bit high.
That's a ball.
Yeah, that's ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 out, space is empty.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a tapper. Gets it to first, and that's the 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Coming up, we head to the 5th. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Burns back to work. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
Well, these Reds just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Next for Cincinnati, Carlos Beltran. He's 0 for 1. In there at the knees. 0-1. Foul ball. And that's
Inside, ball
off
1.
the inside edge. And it's 1-2. Swings through him for the K. Nice job behind the plate there.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And now it's going to be Barry Larkin. Flied to right his first time. In there at the knees, and that's strike one.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Oh, 1 now. Runner on the go. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This one could be trouble. Coming home. The relay, but it's offline.
He beat it.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the Reds catcher, Bob Boone. He popped out his first time. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And it's 0-1. One out and a runner at second.
One ball.
In the dirt. Tag, save.
Hey!
He's into third on the wild pitch.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
On the ground right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is late, and they get a run at home. Ben Brister coming into the game now as the injury replacement. And next is the switch hitting pitcher, Early Wynn. Fly to center his first time. Way outside, 1-0. And another ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next pitch is downstairs.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Boone at first, one gone. And there's the automatic. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That's out to center field. Sizes this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Julio Franco. 0 for 2 in this one. To third. O'Neill over to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Brewers 4 and the Reds 2. Back here in Milwaukee, John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Corbin Burns. Foul ball there. Next offering is fouled back. And that skips in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Line to left. And that's a fair ball.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over. Next for Milwaukee, Buck O'Neil, 1 for 2. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Nobody out, runner at first.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Now the number 2 hitter, Ben Brister, came into the game on defense. So his first trip to the plate here. That one's in there, 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Just missed.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Next offering is down low. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1 out, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the Brewers 4 and the Reds 2. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. There's a strike.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. The 2-1. And right back to the mound. Over to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. ball one.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Johnny Damon, the next to hit for the Reds. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And that's downstairs. And that's ball one.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Popped in the air, left field. Williams makes the play, and that is that. Nothing across here this half. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Brewers 4 and the Reds 2. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's going to be Billy Williams. The right-hander back to work. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Beltran sizing this one up. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Now it's the shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr. He's done some damage, launched a homer at his first at bat back in the first.
Yeah, that was a tone setter, no doubt. I mean, you can stomach an early solo homer, but a 3-run shot just doesn't go down quite as smooth.
Ripken measures 6 feet 4 inches. 30 years old now. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. The shortstop takes the ball.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Larkin sends it to first, and that's an out.
Now batting, number 23.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman. He's already homered in this game. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Ground ball right side. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 6 full. It's the Brewers 4 and the Reds 2.
Now pitching for
Tanner Scott gets handed the rock out of the pen. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran.
Beltran.
Pounding ball here, rolls foul. Next pitch misses way outside.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Breaking ball inside. The count now 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Swing and a ground ball. That's the first out, the top of the seventh.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
And now the shortstop, Barry Larkin. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position.
Now a blast to left center, way back there, on its way, out of here. He'll circle the bases. It's 4-3.
With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Here's the catcher, Bob Boone. That one out to right. Baines trying to get there. He's got it, and there's two down. Terry Francona bringing a bat off the bench. Eddie Murray.
Pretty surprised they're going with the pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
And that is cut on and missed. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
The 0-2. Got it. And that is that. One for the Reds on the homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're dialed into the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Number 36. He's making his fourth appearance of the season.
Cincinnati. Number 36.
Harold Baines up now for the Brewers.
The right fielder.
He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And no one can get there. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's the center fielder. And there's a foul ball. Baines on at first, nobody out.
Ball.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Off balance feed. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Just missed. Man at first, one away. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Got him. 2 out.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Here goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch. Ryan Fernandez on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup with the double switch here. Manny Sanguillen, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Now catching and batting 9.
Back to the top of the order, and now the right fielder Ichiro Suzuki, 1 for 3.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
Julio Franco, the next to hit for the Reds.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Hard liner. Brings it in. 2 down.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Hard hit, right side. Fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nobody left for Cincinnati. They still trail it here, 4-3. And we're back, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Brewers catcher now, Manny Sanguillen. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Not in time. That's a bunt single.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
1 down. Up now for Milwaukee, Ben Brister. He hit into a double play his first time up. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And there's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
Ball 2. 2 balls,
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Pitch misses, and it's 3-2.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Billy Williams now at the plate. That clips the corner.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
That's a ball.
Just missed. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's there. He's got it. That's out number 2.
The batter number 8. Shortstop, Cal Ripken.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Right through there for a strike. O'Neill, the lead runner at second. Brister on at first with 2 down. On the ground, right side. Damon takes it to the bag. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. Brewers strand a couple, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead.
Now pitching.
Back now, and on the mound, a closer, number 28.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 3 in this one. And downstairs.
1-0.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
swing and a miss. 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
He's 2 outs away. Damon, the next to hit. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Carlos Beltran getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That misses, and that is ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Looked like it was a little bit up. Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a ball.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
And the tying run is on base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Barry Larkin. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the San Francisco Giants. Well, Singy, he's been really up against it lately. Major struggles at the plate, but perhaps today he gets it going again.
Yeah, Boog, he needs to find his rhythm out there and just simplify his mindset in the box. I know it's easier said than done, but you just got to see the ball, hit the ball.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And our pitcher tonight, number 19. What's the scouting report on him?
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
All right, ready to go here. Stepping in, Seiya Suzuki. And that one's a little bit low. And we're underway. And that's a little bit high. 2-1. Just missed. Headed towards the corner. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And here is Julio Franco. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game one of this three-game set. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. The pitch. Misses off the plate. And a count 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And it goes just foul. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. And the runner holds.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Rose will hit next. First pitch misses. And that's down and away. Suzuki, the runner at second with one away. Swinging a foul out of play. Back up the middle and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Barry Bonds, the next to hit for the Reds. Fastball is outside.
No strike.
Runner on the go. This one in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Next offering is fouled back.
Ball 3.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 strikes.
That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out. Here's the lineup for the Reds. It features a great veteran presence, Carlos Beltran.
Boog, he has over 1,500 RBIs in his career. I mean, this is a guy that loves the opportunity to drive in runs. Some people shrink under that pressure with runners in scoring position. But he spent his entire career in the middle of the lineup, and everybody knows he can do some damage.
That one ripped right center field. Runner from third comes across. It's 2-0. It's off the top of the wall. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
So runner at second, 2 down. Carlos Beltran, the next to hit for the Reds.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. That's hard hit on the line. Nabs it, and that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Reds 2, and the Giants coming up. Back here in San Francisco, getting the nod in this one. Number 43. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he's very unique for one clear reason, Boog, and that's because he throws a screwball, a legit screwball. It's not just a two-seam fastball that has run. And pretty much no one throws a true screwball in this game anymore, but he does, and he actually can be really effective with the pitch. It kind of breaks like a slider, but it moves to the pitcher's arm side instead of the glove side. You know, I'm really excited to see it in action because I've heard it is devastating.
Number 12, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that's downstairs and outside.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Right through there for a strike. And that one wrapped foul. That one just misses.
I think he wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
Ripped to right. Drops into the glove, and there's one down. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Ralph Kiner.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they can just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings it across. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
Batting third, first baseman, number 34.
2 down, bases empty. Here comes Bryce Harper. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties, and that misses. Ball one. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Two outs. And that's in the dirt. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. Giants go in order. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. And they're down 2-0. Back here at Oracle Park, all set for the start of the inning. In now for the Reds, Barry Larkin. Ripped to short. Sends it to first. 1 out in the second.
Batting 8, catcher, number 9.
Bob Boone, the next to hit for the Reds. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. On the ground, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. 2 outs, base is empty. So here's the Reds pitcher. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw comes in too late, and they don't get an out on the play. So that's hit number 1 of his major league career. Not sure how many more of those he'll get, but it's still cool for him for sure.
Yeah, pitcher or not, that first career hit is one of the most special you'll ever get. Every person that's played this game at one point swung the bat. I think he'll have the ball front and center on his trophy case for a long time.
And the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
2 outs. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already. Franco batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. 1 run across. Now 2 runs score, and it's 4-0.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well.
So runner at second, 2 down. Rose now at the plate. Just missed.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that'll do it. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Reds baseball on The Show, Ohio. Bottom of the inning. Now the Giants 4-hitter, Ralph Kiner. Kiner with a homer in his last game. And fires in a fastball at 95.
1 strike.
Fought off foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
And here is Sosa to the plate, and that's in for a strike. And it's fouled away. Hard hit to third. Throws to first in time. And a couple of quick outs.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Curtis Granderson stands in here, takes ball 1 low. 2 outs, base is empty. There's a swing and a miss.
1 and 2.
Swing and a pop-up. Under it. Brings it in for the third out. Offense held in check there. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Reds 4 and the Giants nothing. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. And that one clips the corner.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
And a foul ball. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Could be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. To second, pulls him off the bag.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Murray digs in now. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Reds doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
The flip to the pitcher covering. Murray retired.
Now batting, the center fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Next for Cincinnati, Carlos Beltran. 0 for 1 so far.
No, that's a ball.
Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Zach Eflin getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Bonds stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. That's down and in. Up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single and the lead is up to 5. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Barry Larkin. In the air, right field. Can't get there, and it deflects off him. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Number 19 gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Zach Eflin.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So up next, Bob Boone. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Outside low, 1-0.
1-0.
And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. And that'll load the bases.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's the pitcher. Reached on an infield single his first time. Squares and gets it down the left side. Barehand scoop, and they get the out.
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Now a chance for Seiya Suzuki. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Time called. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two on, 2 outs. Inside. Now 1-2. That one ripped. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. That one felt good. His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 9-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Franco in the box again, takes a strike. Eflin, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that'll do it. But not before 5 cross the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run homer. It's now 9-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. And digging in for San Francisco, David Wright. There's the strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
And he grounds one to the right side. Takes it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Catcher, number 1.
And now the veteran catcher, Buck Ewing. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-1. On the ground to third. On to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Pitcher, Zach Eflin.
2 down, base is empty. And now the pitcher, Zach Eflin. Into center and a base hit. And the pitcher with a base hit.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but He did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now at the plate, number 12. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Going back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Reds 9 and the Giants nothing. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Harper takes it himself. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Barry Bonds, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 2. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
So a man aboard. In now for the Reds, Eddie Murray. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. On the ground, 2 ball. Glove flip to second, and it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Reds 9 and the Giants nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Derek Jeter. Top of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1.
All these Giants, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And that one ripped to left. And foul ball.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
0-2 now. Fly ball center field. Beltran under it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, number 34.
Here is Bryce Harper. Went down on strikes his first time through. There's the strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Fastball for a strike. In the air, left field, down the line. Bonds flying after this one. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. 2 away now.
Excellent job, and I tell you what, the times that I played left field, getting a play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for San Francisco, Ralph Kiner. Gets under it and pops it up. Franco. And puts the squeeze on that one. And the inning is over. Giants down in order. and they're down 9-0. Back here in San Francisco, we go to the top of the fifth, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Carlos Beltran.
Carlos Beltran.
Eflin back to work. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, these Reds, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
That misses, and the count even 1-1.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck, ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Digging in, Barry Larkin.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Fastball is outside. 1 out, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. Out to short. A sliding stop at short. Gathers and throws, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Two down, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bob Boone. First pitch just misses. And that's in for a strike.
1-1.
Swings through that one.
1-2.
And the next pitch is way outside. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's outside, and the count's full.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Draws the walk there. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. My partner, known for being a touch hacktastic. All right, you walked 130 times.
Oh, my goodness.
In your career.
I can't even believe. I win.
130
when did that
times.
happen?
Yeah.
I don't even, seriously, I don't believe that.
Number 43 in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. High fly ball out to left field. Kiner. And that is that. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Reds 9 and the Giants nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Sammy Sosa.
Just off the outside edge. Ball one.
Well, these Giants just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. Into the bleachers and gone. Home run. He sends a rocket to left. Third home run of the season, and they're on the board. It's 9-1. Singing, he just tied Jim Thome with his 612th career homer.
Jim Thome was one of the greatest left-handed power hitters of all time, and couldn't be next to a better guy right now. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way, just let it travel a hair more.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's into the gap. Around first, heading for two. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
So man aboard. And the batter now, David Wright. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
No outs. Runner on second. To the right side, and that's just foul. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. Now here is Buck Ewing. 0 for 1 and grounded out in his first at bat.
You have to stay disciplined in these at bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
That one's in there. 0-1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And that is out of play. One away with a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5. Good job to fight that one off.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first-pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches.
To the right side. Oh, nice play. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Look at how he dives right there. He's able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
So now pinch hitter for the Giants, Willie Stargell.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boo. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Ball one there. That one called a strike. And the count 1-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. We're through 5. It's the Reds 9 and the Giants 2. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Greg Michael.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And there's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Hit in the air, center field. Granderson has this one sized up. 1 down.
Now batting, number 38.
Julio Franco, the next to hit. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Y'all, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Kiner makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 44.
2 outs, base is empty. Next for Cincinnati, Pete Rose. He's a guy who does it all. That one missed. Bergner, 26 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2019. The Reds up big in this one, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And a breaking ball misses outside.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Here's a 2-0. On the inside corner for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Next offering is in for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground, right side. And that one handled. And that is the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Reds 9 and the Giants 2. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the second baseman, number 12.
Second baseman, number 12.
Ball 1, no strikes.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And up next for the Giants, Derek Jeter. 0 for 2 in this one. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
2 down, base is empty. So here is Bryce Harper.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Fouled off left side. And as well, lots of pop in that bet, so you combine the slug with really good defense. 2 down, nobody on. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Oh, what a stop from his backside. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
First, it looks like making the stop is the hardest part, but feeding to the pitcher on the move, I think even tougher. Great job of hitting that moving target. They're going to be fired up in the dugout.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eddie Murray.
So digging in, Eddie Murray. On the ground to first, could be 2. Throws to second for 1. How about that double play?
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Breaking ball misses down and away. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Reds 9 and the Giants 2. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Left fielder, Rob Heiner.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, right fielder.
So up next, Sammy Sosa. He's already homered here in this one. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Fair ball. Kiner makes the turn at second. And that's a double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Curtis Granderson, the next Giant to hit.
No, that's a ball. One ball, no strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Kiner on third. Sosa stands at second. No outs. Gets the call, and it's 1-2. And that just misses. On the ground to third. Zips it across. And one away in the bottom of the seventh. And digging in for San Francisco, David Wright.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Up the middle, Franco. Slings to first in time. Now it's the Giants catcher, Buck Ewing. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. It's a bomb. Buck Ewing with his first major league home run. A special moment in his young career. And who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Oliveras, and, you know, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
So now a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Carlos Correa.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
That one catches the zone. That's strike one. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
One ball.
Two gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here, the bottom of the seventh. Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye, baby. It's now 9-5. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Eli Morgan. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So digging in, Barry Larkin, 1 for 3.
Barry Larkin.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
No ball, 1 strike.
Base hit, center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Now batting, number 9.
And now, Bob Boone. He's 0 for 1. That smash towards center. And out number one on the grab. Terry Francona bringing a bat off the bench. Ozzie Smith running around first with one down for him. There goes Larkin. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Yo, one. And a foul ball. Larkin over at second, one down. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Kiner snags it, and there are two outs.
Now batting, right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Seiya Suzuki, the next to hit for the Reds. He's already homered in this game. And that's through there for a strike. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Reds leave one as they can't add to their 9-5 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Frederick Marbury.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the second baseman. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out. And up next for San Francisco, Derek Jeter. In there at the knees. And that is strike one. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. One down, base is empty. Good eye right there.
Just missed with that good fastball inside, but it plants a seed in the hitter's mind. He's got to be ready for that pitch, which will open up the outside part of the plate.
That's to third. On to Murray. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball one. Center field. Beltran moving under this one. And that is the third out of the inning.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sir Anthony Dominguez. In now for the Reds, Julio Franco.
Number 38.
Out to short. Slings to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Number 44.
Here's the third baseman, Pete Rose. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. And that one becomes property of the beast. He circles the bases. Third home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 10-5.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Barry Bonds getting ready to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Dominguez in his 7th season, 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And that one almost got him. One down, base is empty. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Hauls it in for the out, and there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty, and now Eddie Murray.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. In there at the knees. That's strike 2.
No ball. 2 straight.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the ninth. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Smoked on the ground, a second. Tosses to first. Murray retired. And that's the 3rd out. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's down to 5 at 10-5 now. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Left fielder, Ralph Kiner.
Marbury back to work. This to third. On to Murray. And they take care of Kiner for the out. Now it's the right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
One strike.
And there's a curve through for a strike.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
So it's their last chance in this one. Curtis Granderson, the next Giant to hit. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And your final 10-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.